Hi, my name is Suzi Oravec, and I'm a 23-year-old singer-songwriter living in Nashville, Tennessee. I'm originally from Cleveland, Ohio. I'm a Buckeye. Ever since I was 8 years old, I've been playing the guitar and writing songs and singing, and I knew since then that this is where I wanted to be and where I'd end up. One of the biggest inspirations in me wanting to move to Nashville when I was so young was constantly being surrounded by instruments. My grandmother had a guitar and my grandpa had a banjo. Alright. My family took a trip to Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, and we ended up exploring Dollywood, and that's when I got to experience my first concert and seeing Dolly Parton on stage and her band members, and I was just so intrigued watching her captivate this audience and telling this story through music. When I got back home, I just was relentless and kept asking for my own guitar and my own banjo, and finally I got one of the two. I got a guitar. That's what I wanted.
That was nice.
I had so much fun in high school. I had a really great group of friends that would always come out to all my coffee shop shows and my little festivals that my mom would take me to. And I actually wrote the majority of my first album in high school. You know, I'd be writing lyrics during chemistry class. I'd always take down my notes and things too, but you know, you skip a line, you'd see a lyric, and then you'd go into the margin and you'd see more lyrics, and it was just kind of a learning experience, educationally and creatively. A lot of people always ask me, oh, you must have been so scared moving to Nashville by yourself, you know, at 17, you know, you must have been terrified. And honestly, not at all. 3 months before I moved, my mom ended up passing away from pancreatic cancer, and her and I were supposed to go down together. So that was the part that was really scary and really just jolted me. Of course, it kind of turned me upside down for a while, and this really forced me to grow up and venture out on my own. There are so many memories that have happened in my music career. You know, having played at the House of Blues on Sunset Boulevard to a packed crowd, being signed to a production deal with Rodney Jerkins, hearing my songs placed on some of my favorite TV shows, and being featured on MTV and MTV.com. It's the coolest feeling to create music that people enjoy. My producer, who also played guitar on the project, pulled out this beautiful guitar behind me called a McPherson guitar. And as soon as he took it out of the case, I was intrigued because the craftsmanship and the woodwork on it is just so beautiful. And I started playing it, and I got hooked on how inspiring and beautiful it sounded. And so I became extremely annoying to him. I started calling him to borrow it for writing sessions because it inspired me. And then I started borrowing it for live shows because it sounds incredible. Of course, it's beautiful, so I had to borrow it for my photo shoot. I had dinner with Larry, Lori, and Mark of McPherson Guitars. They invited me into the family and offered to build me my own McPherson guitar, which I can't even still say that because it's still so surreal. And that's another reason that makes music just so worthwhile, being able to connect with people who also create art.
You ready?
I'm cracking up about that. I've always written songs from a very personal place. The first song on the EP, Someone's Gonna Love Me, I actually wrote from the perspective of my father on losing my mother. I cannot even imagine losing someone so suddenly like that I was married to for 25 years. And it's really about that dark journey that you go through when you're wondering if you're ever going to find someone to love you again like that. What If I Do is basically a fun, quirky song that I wrote about being yourself and not caring what other people think about it. If you want to get a tattoo, be my guest. If you want to say what's on your mind, then say it. Just be who you are and don't be ashamed of it. Own it. Head First is one of those fun summer songs that I wrote about those nights where there's really not much else to do, but just kind of go and vent things to do with your friends and having an awesome fun night, doing things maybe that you're not even supposed to be doing, but you're being adventurous and just living life and having a good time while you're doing it. Well, that is my story. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch. I cannot wait for you to hear the new music that I've been working on, and hopefully I will see you all soon. Bye!